Normally sucks to run on tar, but I think today both Ren and I are pretty happy after the last few days.
A new man, done shave, done a bit of a wash in a bucket,
Nice.
new shoes, new clothes.
To a degree, it got better for a few days. There were always challenges.
Pretty epic place to spend your 36th birthday. Now I'm 36 today, so heading up touring past in the Annapurna region. Sing happy birthday to myself. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. If you keep singing, you're gonna pass out. Happy birthday to me. Woo, that was intense.
Going into the Annapurna region definitely for me was my favorite part, and it's just like so different to what we experienced in the Dolpha region.
And it's quite a different setup here in Annapurna to
Awesome, feels like a European ski holiday.
Twixes, coffee. We're living the dream here.
I guess it's almost like a false sense of security, like a little bit like it's all going to be super fun from here going forward, and that definitely wasn't the case.
I'll sap it out of you. Ryno, you okay? What happened? Shit.
Well, I could hear quite a very clear popping sound as I just stepped down. So I knew something's not right.
What happened? Oh, shit.
And any movement in my leg then felt like a knife being pushed into that specific area. It was such a sharp pain.
The stretch seems to be relentless.
And now, like, you're just faced with all this in your head. It's like, I'm disappointing Ryan again, and I did it yesterday as well, and now it's this on top of this, and you kind of battle how to handle that situation.
I think we're both pretty nervous or like worried for the last hour or two. Grant strained his quad quite badly, just stepped off it and something that kind of popped. So yeah, it was some tense moments.
I think for like a space of an hour, like Ryno was like, it was really sore to walk, like running wasn't really an option. And yeah, being 100% honest, I think I thought this was it.
I'm not gonna lie, I mean, this is tough for me. I'm not on the same level as you in terms of running, and just in terms of being conditioned for this multi-day things. Quitting is not an option, but there's so many mental things in the back of my head. It's like, actually my leg is not right, and it's still a long way to go. My fingers are not quite right, it's still a long way to go. So I think that's just currently just draining me mentally as well. It's not just a physical sign.
But once I've made that decision, it really isn't an option to quit, and that's not really linked to how many team members I have, or whether it's a record or not, or whether anybody knows I'm out there. If I'm solo in the mountains and I've committed to go from point A to B, then that's what I'm going to do. And I think it's just because I've learned and seen that whatever we do out there is really just an extension of our daily lives. And when you can get into the habit or the option that sometimes you're going to push through and sometimes you're going to quit, then that just translates into daily life.
It was still a hell of a long way to go. Like, I think we'd only been going for about 10, 11 days and realized that we weren't even halfway through it. I think distance-wise, we're only a third of the way through the project. The fun and the excitement of starting something like this was over. The end was too far to even contemplate. Yeah, it must have just been a complete mindfuck, knowing that, cool, I probably should actually go to hospital and try sort this out properly, but then knowing that you kind of probably closing a door on like a dream and a goal that possibly wouldn't happen again.
So this is what running through the rural districts of Nepal, quite a contrast to the mountains of the Dolpha region where you don't see anyone for hundreds of k's. How far is it to Jerry?
Very far. The day I hurt my leg, after the hour of the injury, we probably had one of our best running days. I mean, we ran at a very good pace for the next 65 kilometers. It didn't mean that the pain was gone, it just meant that I didn't feel it anymore. But subconsciously in your body still experiences that pain, and it obviously builds up. And you're very conscious, are you now feeling it, are you not feeling it? And then you're looking at your fingers and you're trying to treat that and not let that get infected. And you've got this mental fatigue building up from navigating, making decisions, trying to not think about yourself. And then obviously the pain physically that you experience. And I think my body just really tried to tell me that you should probably stop. You're causing long-term damage. And I said to Ryan, just give me 2-3 hours, I'll sleep this off and I promise you I'll be better. If I wake up and I can't move, then I'll call it. But just give me this power nap.
I've been battling. Really battling to breathe.
I don't know if we should try to find a doctor. Like, that's not good. I know how much you've put into this project, and like you can stay in here, but it's not worth it to do permanent damage. Like if your chest is tight in your ears and head, like that's serious. Just don't like put peels or anything on yourself.
I just literally started hyperventilating and I had a fever and I started getting lightheaded.
It is what it is.
Everything just started shutting down. I mean, Ryan said to me, just don't have a heart attack yet, you know, like, because that's what it looks like.
Ryan, can you hear me?
Signal is not great, yeah. Yeah, it deteriorated super quickly. It seems like it's been whole body shutting down. But like I think he's been so out of it he hasn't recovered since the Dolpha region where he just hasn't been the same.
He's worried Ryno's gonna hurt himself. Having like chest spasms. But Ryno won't stop on his own accord, so like, do you pull the plug on him? Do you carry on and then you have like, if something happens to him, you have that on your head? I don't know. Just seems a bit silly at this stage. It's just a run, an adventure. I think at that point, it was no longer about making a film. From our side, we felt a massive sense of responsibility.
You don't want to see someone that you care about and that you're in like a project or an adventure with together kind of really like wreck themselves.
It's just tight. It's just tight, not pain.
Yeah, expressive.
When is it enough? And I know for me that's different to Ryno.
And I was nauseous, wanted to vomit. I don't think it's that serious. I feel a lot better.
Maybe I was wrong, but in the moment I didn't feel like they were in any state to make the right decisions regarding their health. And Ryno said it as much. Like, his health wasn't a concern.
Are you prepared to go out and do one of these things and die?
Yeah, pretty much. Would I voluntarily put myself in situations where I could probably die? No. But would I do projects where there is a high risk? For sure. For me to wake up in the morning and not push life to the absolute full, that's pretty much a slow death in any case. Being that close to feeling like you're gonna die is probably when I feel the most alive.
heading back up into the mountains. Good to see Ryno is feeling better and got his mojo back. Yeah, so let's get this shit done.
But it is a beautiful sunrise. Let's not forget that. It's a beautiful morning in the mountains.
I guess it's pretty cool. We'll see Everest later this morning.
That's pretty cool.
From the outside, nobody's invested in this as much as you are. Whether you achieve an FKT in general, very few people really care.
Namaste. Namaste.
And people would have understood if I pulled out halfway, because it probably would have been the right choice. And then a week later, people would forget about the project, but I'm still waking up every morning knowing that I quit. It's not about the FKT. The FKT just gives it a good benchmark, a good framework, but even if we don't, that's not what we hope to achieve out of this. Just two mates crossing a country, drinking some tea, chatting some nonsense around a fire in a tea house. If we have that, then I think that's successful. And the goal is not necessarily that 28 days. The goal is to really live life to the full.
22 k's to freedom.
Everything I want is on the other side of that 22 k's.
Looking back now, I don't know if you have to take yourself to the very edge. But it is definitely a fast track to an immediate and deep confrontation of who you are. What would you do in a situation like that? Who would you be?
I wake up one morning and realize that Ryan and I ran across Nepal all the way on our own feet. I wasn't going to realize that it was a stupid idea.
You just wake up and know that, cool, you lived and it was real. That realness, that's life, and we only live once.
Does it feel real now or not really? Like for
Not
me,
yet. Everything is pretty surreal at the moment.
I have to run. You're gonna maybe tomorrow morning.
Early
do it
morning, tomorrow morning,
10K.
like maybe at 2.
I'm gonna do a park run in Kathmandu.
Good luck in the morning.
Yeah, I only run when it's dark now.
Hey guys, it's Ryan Sandes, South African ultra distance trail runner. For more content like this, click here. And to subscribe to Red Bull, click here. Cheers.